It's Lenore, ladies and gents, and dead people, and all the other people. This is my Draw My Life! I was born to pretty rich parents. They were like a totally rad couple. Like super fab. Look how hot my mom is. Look at that bun. And look at my dad rocking that stash. Yeah, so everything was great. So I was an only child. I got pretty lonely. But luckily, I'm super loud and like rambunctious, so making friends was pretty easy. It also didn't hurt that I lived in an amazing mansion, so all the kids wanted to come over and like hang out. One day, when I was 5, I was hanging out with my rich girl crew, and I noticed this sad girl just hanging out by herself. I invited her to join my crew. Her name was Annabelle Lee, and we were BFFs instantly. But then, she moved to this kingdom by the sea and got into a long-term relation, and I didn't see her for a while. More on that later. When I was 22, I met this hottie named Alan. My parents totally approved of him, which was kind of lame because I thought I was gonna like marry a badass. We dated for like a hot second before he proposed. He was all down on one knee and he was like, "Lenore, you must marry me. You have made my life complete and blah, 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 blah. Be my wife." And I was like, oh my god, yeah. Meanwhile, I got a letter that my BFFL Annabelle Lee had up and died. Her lover dude was crazy depressed and like shut himself in a cave for a while. And of course, I was soups sad. What was I gonna do? She was my best friend. Moving on to happier things. Alan and I were super in love and the wedding was approaching. I had to have the perfect wedding. Flowers and violins and Oscar Wilde performing slam poetry. But I felt like uber sick. My wedding day arrived and guys, I was out of it. Hallucinating and all that crap. I don't remember what happened next, but apparently I was walking down the aisle and I just like crumpled to the ground. Straight up dead. On my wedding day. Alan was really upset. He was all, "No, she was the queenliest dead that ever died so young." But that was just the end of the living chapter of my life. Now to the fun stuff. I could have gone to heaven. It sounded cool, like Golden Throne, Kingdom of Heaven, blah, blah, blah. But I kind of thought that it would be more interesting to just stay and haunt peeps for a while. Plus, I was immediately reunited with Annabelle Lee. Biffles for life, afterlife, I guess. But I was like also feeling really lost, and I didn't know where to go or who to haunt. But Annabelle told me about this great dude that I should meet. His name was Edgar Allan Poe, and he was a poet. I thought I'd heard the name before. I interviewed with him and shortly after moved into his creepy hell dungeon. Seriously, what a weirdo. On my second day living with him, he made me plan a dinner party for all his contemporary authors. Emily was there, Dostoevsky, Nathaniel, but he was like, "Call me Nate, and this green juice is so delicious." And Emily was like, "I don't really want to try it because it has calories." And Edgar was like, "Ooh," and everyone was like, "We can't hear you, Edgar, speak louder," except for Dostoevsky, who was just like, "Grr, alcohol, murder." And I was like, "Ugh, hashtag over all of you." I couldn't stand this crib. Edgar was like, oh my god, he was such a bummer, and so was his poetry. He wrote me a bunch of poems, which was like super nice, and I was like, thanks, but you should probably spend some time cleaning up the raven poop everywhere, and why are you so sad? I mean, like, I understand, people die. Hello, I died. You're still alive, so like you could smile every once in a while. It wouldn't kill you. I could tell he was having writer's block, and I tried to help by like upping the ante on my haunting. I was all like, "Ooh, I'm a ghost," and he was like, "Heck, and it's terrible." And I was like, "Dude, I know I'm not a writer, but like it doesn't seem that hard. Ideas, words, paper. It's over." Pretty soon, I moved out. I explained everything to him, and I said we'd keep in touch. JK, we wouldn't. There's my metaphorical suitcase, because I can't carry suitcases. Because if you remember, I'm a ghost, but I am holding this pen. I had this idea that I would move to Salem, Massachusetts, and start this new afterlife. Seemed appropriately creepy. All those people hanged, plenty of tourists to scare. So here I am with my new boo, John Proctor. Well, he doesn't know it yet, but we are totes a thing. I met him when I was wandering around my new hood, Salem, and he was just like hanging by this tree looking all sad. And I came up to him and I was like, "Hey, I'm new in town." And he was like, "I have given you my soul. Leave me my name." And I was like, that is so hot. Well, this was my Draw My Life, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Kisses! Oh my god. John Proctor just got a new hat and he has to model it for me, so I gotta go. Okay, bye. Before I forget, here are a couple other things that you should totally check out. I tried to keep a vlog while I was living with that Edgar Po